Hello again, I am current year Blunty, that year being 2023, which means it has been 10 years since 2013 CES, which is where I got hands-on with the Razer Edge. Back then it was highly unusual, a weird experiment out of Razer, as they want to do from time to time. They do that kind of stuff, just kind of throwing shit at the wall, see what sticks. But the Razer Edge was surprisingly forward-looking. The Razer Edge kind of failed in the market though. But as it turns out, Razer, and indeed Nvidia back then as well, same year, were really onto something with their respective stabs at blending the rapidly growing mobile gaming market with PC performance and console controls. Nearly a decade ahead of the times, in fact, as right now, Valve's own SteamDeck continues to release across various global regions, not in Australia yet, to almost universal praise and a very enthusiastic user base, having finally hit just the right recipe to make this idea work. So let's jump back those 10 years and see what I myself had to say about this prototyped future back then. Here's Past Blunty from CES 2013.
Hello again, I am Blunty. This is the Razer Edge. It claimed 8 different awards at CES earlier this year, and it's the world's most powerful tablet! And a tablet built for, and pretty much by, PC gamers. And before I get into some more basic hands-on pre-review stuff, let's set the scene a little bit. So gaming is going through, well, puberty right now, and things are getting kind of awkward. With smartphone gaming surging, there has been a sudden flood of quirky but, some quite serious attempts to meld the casual gaming heavy handheld phone and tablet gaming scene with the established and mature monster of console and PC gaming. Some of the more interesting and more likely to succeed projects along these lines include the OUYA, an Android-based gaming console with proper gaming controls designed for your TV and building what seems to be quite a strong ecosystem for game developers. There's this thing, which may or may not be what the so-called Steam box will wind up looking like, if it ever solidifies from under rumour and vaporware status. Then there's Nvidia's Project Shield handheld gaming system, which has a really cool name but is kind of hideous and awkward looking, but promises to be a best of both worlds solution, a handheld gaming rig supporting both native Android games and wirelessly streaming your PC games from your existing PC gaming rig, apparently with ultra low latency technology of some kind, so you can play it in bed or on the couch or indeed on the toilet and still get your full PC gaming experience. That is, as long as the PC you're actually running those games on in the next room or whatever has just the right hardware on board. It's not going to work with just any gaming PC setup, which may limit its ubiquity and usefulness to some people somewhat. But it is still a pretty kick-ass idea, and I don't know, I guess I'll warm to the design, I think. Apparently it's quite comfortable. They didn't let me go hands-on with the damn thing at CES. Locked it away in a cage and such. I couldn't even talk to their press people. Ugh, annoying. Anyway. And then there's this, back to the Razer Edge and Razer Edge Pro, claimed as the first tablet designed for PC gamers. It's a nice 10-inch high-def IPS multi-touch screen. It's got proper PC powerhouse hardware inside its guts, running with either a 3rd-gen Intel Core i5 CPU or Core i7 in the Pro model, 4 GB of DDR3 RAMs, and it'll burn all your polygons down with a Nvidia GeForce series graphics processor with its own gigabyte of RAM. Try and think of it as a hardcore gaming laptop with the keyboard torn off, rather than trying to equate it with the tablets you're now familiar with and you're getting an idea of what it's all about. You can of course attach a keyboard to it for those games that need some rather more complex control schemes, or for boring regular PC tasks, I don't know, like spreadsheets and emailing your nan or something. You can use it in pure tablet mode, or you can bolt on the gaming control rig and play in what they call mobile console mode. Hell, you can even pop it in a dock and use regular gamepads. Even use it to drive your big screen TV in your living room. So who needs one of those so-called Steam boxes now anyway, eh? Out of all the currently pulsating permutations different companies are trying out to see who can get a real foothold in this newest of gaming ages, I think I'm in the Razer Edge Pro camp. I think it offers way more power, way more flexibility, less screwing around, no need to have a separate PC to stream your PC games to it like the Project Shield thingy. I liked it. It was a clean, elegant and attractive design. The screen was lovely, and as you've been seeing, it's got plenty of grunt to shift around games like Skyrim, no problems. Because of its tablet form factor, some people may lament not being able to easily upgrade the guts of it like you can with a full-on tower gaming rig thingy, but you know, it's the same deal with gaming laptops, and those are popular too. But it's designed to be, out of the box, what gamers want. And it should be what gamers want. Gamers helped build the damn thing. The production and design of this thing was kind of crowdsourced. Razer let the PC gaming community tell them what chipset it should have, what features it should have, and even what price they'd be willing to pay for it. Prices start, by the way, at 999 Yankee dollary dues. It's an utterly unprecedented move to have gamers help you design a product for themselves, and one that earned Razer a big pile of goodwill and respect from the PC gamers out there. And me too, for that matter. But what about the things I didn't like in my brief hands-on? Well, it's damn heavy for a tablet, of course. Well, that's really no shock. I mean, it's a PC crammed into a tablet body. Of course it's going to be heavier than an iPad 3. I don't think you'll be freehanding this thing for long game sessions without some serious muscle ache in your arms and your hands and wrists. But rest it on your knees or something and you'll do fine. The snap-on controllers were nice, the sticks and buttons felt nice and responsive. I remember thinking they reminded me vaguely of the Xbox 360's sticks and buttons. The layout was good, and should serve well for many game types. But they also felt a bit weird. They were not quite round enough at the backside to sit perfectly and comfortably in hand. There were edges there, flat sides, hard corners that, well, they didn't really dig into my fingers so much, but you certainly noticed the hard edges there. But they do seem to look perfectly rounded in the shiny renders on the Razer website, so maybe that's been altered in the final shipping version. Thanks for watching, I am Blunty, and I will catch you next time.
There you go, time travel complete. 10 years ago, Razer and Nvidia were really onto something just way too soon. I don't think they get the credit they deserve for this. Would the Valve SteamDeck even exist if it wasn't for these products, or the Nintendo Switch for that matter, hey? What do you reckon? Thanks for watching, I am Blunty, we'll catch you next time. Thanks as always to the patrons.